The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't undo your last hire. The human postponer. They were the master of one phrase. I'll circle back on that. But 3 months later, you were the one doing all their work and wondering how big that circle is. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can take the hiring load off your plate by automating the hiring busy work from the initial job post to scheduling interviews. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
If you've ever blasted synth beats from your boombox or burned CDs for your besties, this one's for you. As people get older, much like their music tastes, their health needs change. AG1 is the simple daily health drink designed to deliver over 75 essential daily nutrients and pre- and probiotics to support energy, digestion, and mood, so you can make the most out of every decade and dance break. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
I left my car, went to my doctor's appointment, came back maybe 20 minutes later.
What kind of car is it?
A 2002 Nissan Altima.
You came back 20 minutes later?
Yeah.
Went to a doctor's appointment and came out that fast?
This is the plaintiff, Jacqueline Garcia. She says the defendant knocked over a motorcycle while parking her car, and the thing fell smack on top of the hood of her car. The defendant tried to ditch the scene, but people flagged her down. She doesn't understand what the defendant's problem is, because she told 2 cops at the scene she was going to pay for all the damages, but hasn't. So here they are. She's suing for $1,412.12, the cost of the damage to her car. This is the defendant, Isabel Sui. She says she's being falsely accused of knocking down a motorcycle while parallel parking her car. She did not hit, tap, bump, or even come near the parked motorcycle, and isn't about to pay a penny to anybody for something she didn't do. She's accused of poor parking.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. John Aramini and Jacqueline Garcia. Right. You'll be representing?
John.
Okay, and John is who?
He's my fiance. He's the
owner of the car?
owner of the car.
Okay, but you're the person who was driving?
Right.
Right? All right. You are suing for $1,412.12. The defendant, because according to you, she damaged your car by hitting a motorcycle, which then landed on your car. Tell me what happened.
Okay, so on June 20th, I went to my doctor's. Well, I parked my car on Casino Boulevard next to a Starbucks. I left my car, went to my doctor's appointment, came back maybe 20 minutes later.
What kind of car is it?
A 2002 Nissan Altima.
You came back 20 minutes later?
Yeah.
You went to a doctor's appointment and came out that fast?
Yeah. 20 minutes, half an hour. Well, I see him every month, so I go to him every month. So I came out 20 minutes, half an hour. I was only about a half an hour. Come back, I'm on the phone with my girlfriend. So I see Starbucks was like fully windowed, like from floor to, fully windowed out. And I see a whole bunch of people doing all this. And I didn't think it was me, I wasn't paying attention. So I closed the door and a young kid, 16, 17 years old, just knocked on my window. So I said to my girlfriend, let me call you back. So I opened the door and I said, and he was like, the motorcycle is in your hood. And I'm like, oh God. So I get out of
It was actually on your hood?
It was in my hood. Yeah,
what
the
do you mean in your hood?
handlebar was in the right side of my car. Like
What does in mean?
Like it was indented.
Denting?
Yeah.
Did you take a picture?
Yeah.
Oh, may I see it?
Yeah, I have pictures.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness. And you hadn't noticed it when you got in the car?
No.
Did you come from behind?
I was walking out.
Or
from
you
behind.
Maybe that's it?
Me.
Okay.
Me, yeah.
Oh my God! I guess you would have noticed it eventually. You would have turned the key and looked.
Honestly, also because bikes are also on a tilt, so I didn't really.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was in my car. I really didn't, and plus.
Well, you would have realized when it just kept going as you hit reverse and it kept following you.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God they stopped me, because if they didn't, it could have caused a lot more damage, because I would have reversed out and it could have probably took off my bumper gun or whatever. I don't know.
All right, so this is where the handlebar hit.
Yep, and then if you see, the whole thing buckled up
Okay.
from that little
So
dent.
let's go over this a second. So when they call your attention to it, you actually get out of the car and you see that the motorcycle's actually leaning into your car at
Yep.
that moment. Did the motorcycle person come?
After.
Okay, was there any damage to his motorcycle?
No.
Oh, lucky
There's
him.
nothing
All
done
right.
to his motorcycle.
So what happens? When do you meet up with the defendant?
Okay, so they said to me, we seen the stench. They said exactly. Well, there was a very nice lady who came out, who was my witness. Said,
Is she? Where's your witness?
she's not. She wrote. She didn't want to come, and she wrote. So she wrote for me.
Okay.
She had noticed Isabel was trying to get into the spot, and as she was parallel parking, as we do in Queens, because it's tight spots, she was paralleling.
Parallel park in a lot of places.
But Queens is, everything's very small, and she was trying to get into the spot, and it was clearly small, and they seen her bump it.
Okay.
Fell into my car. They told her, they said that she tried to act like she didn't know, and they said to her, well, we're gonna take down your plate, we're gonna let the Ultima know. Now, and thank God for these people, because I don't know any of these people. Then I come back, I find out, she comes about maybe 10 minutes later. When she comes, she's so
Walking very quickly into the car, or
she
she come
was
and talk to
walking
you?
slow.
Okay.
Yeah, she was coming slow, and she's like, "I'm so sorry." She goes, I tried very, to be careful, and I understand accidents happen." So I said, "Well, I have to call 911 because I need a police report." She begged me, "Please don't call 911. I'll pay for the damage. I will pay for the damage." And I said to Isabel, "This has happened to me before, and I didn't get paid for the damage. So and I had a police report." And I said to her, "I'm still gonna call 911." Well, it was like the first day that we got hit with the heat, so it was like 100 degrees outside. She invites me into Starbucks, buys me an iced coffee. Now I'm starting to feel really bad. Like now I'm like, I'm feeling so bad for her.
Brilliant.
I'm talking really bad. No, I'm talking about really bad. To where I called my brother and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I said, because I feel so bad. Should I just forget about the cops and just take down her information? And my brother's like, you're not gonna feel bad when you don't get paid. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Okay.
How you feeling now?
Like an idiot.
Okay.
Okay,
So what
because-
happened? You just dispensed with the cops?
So cops never come. But as we were waiting, 2 officers happened to pull across the street. I don't know what they were doing, getting something to drink. So I went over to the officer and I said, "Can you please do me a favor? Can you just come over here and help us out?" And he was so nice, and he did. She proceeds to tell the officer, "I want to pay." So the officer said, "Well, then there's no reason to make a report." And I
Really?
said, "Absolutely, yep."
Watch this. Did you hit the motorcycle?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
And now we have a reason to write the report,
But
don't we?
she told the police officer that she did and that she was going to pay.
Okay, Ms. Tsui,
Yes.
what happened?
Okay, that whole thing was really very funny thing. I did not hit the motorcycle, okay? But then that day I was in a big rush too, and I was rushing home. Like 3 minutes away there is a grocery store, so there's one car left. Oh, I was so excited.
One space left.
There's a spot.
You're excited
So-
for the spot.
Right, then
What kind of car are you driving?
A 1994 Nissan. Okay, it's a little car. Then I look, and then I saw there's a motorcycle. According to the law, motorcycle should follow the automobile's rule. There was a motorcycle there, so I told myself, this time you have to be really careful and doing the parallel parking, not hit that motorcycle, okay? Then after I parked, I said, oh, it's a really good thing I made it. I run to the grocery.
Oh,
because
before you go to the grocery, don't these people stop you and tell you hit the motorcycle?
No,
Okay.
no. So I went out, and like 3 minutes, I picked up something to bring it home because I told my husband there's a food, otherwise there's a big thing. So I rushed back.
Do you work?
You mean at that time?
I was just curious
No,
why
it
your
was
husband
in the
expects you to provide the
afternoon.
food
It
and
was
make
in
it
the-
snappy.
No, you have to go home to cook.
You have to go home to cook. I got it. So go on.
So I thought, oh, the motorcycle, what happened? And that I feel so sorry. Anybody who has an accident or damage, I feel sorry, okay? But then they said I hit the motorcycle. So then also called 911.
Did you ask her not to call 911?
I did not ask her not call 911. But I said, at that time, you know, I was very, I feel, how come a motorcycle and the car could cause that? And
how do you figure it happened? Because I can see the picture that the motorcycle has been knocked onto her car, and you're the car that parked in front.
But, you know, that area is a parking disaster area. And then you don't know who come and go.
Well, there's a bunch of people say they saw you do it. I mean, you know that, right? That a bunch of people said they saw you do it. Give me the affidavit that you had.
Two young guys.
Okay, two young guys say you did it. And what'd you say? No, I didn't. Must have been the car before me. They say, but we saw it with our own guys.
I did not talk to them.
So what'd you say? So what'd you say?
I even don't know who they are because in New York, so many crooks. You don't know who are these two teenagers. You know, you don't know who are these two teenagers. Then I also called.
So you feel they bullied you?
I don't know. At this moment, I don't want to say anything. If you ask me question, I just say I did not hit the motorcycle.
What, did she ever say I did not hit your motorcycle?
No, she said, I am so sorry.
I'm so sorry. And then, is that why you keep saying,
she also said
I'm sorry when anybody gets damaged? Because you're trying to disavow culpability by saying you're sorry? Was that what that's about? I'm witness.
And I felt sorry. She's making me feel sorry.
I'm writing to inform I witnessed an accident that took place on June 20th. I was in Starbucks when I saw a woman driving a silver Sentra parallel parking. As she reversed into the parking spot, she hit her motorcycle, which then hit and fell on top of the hood of a parked silver Altima. I gathered my belongings and then approached the owner of the silver Altima, Jacqueline Garcia. I informed her that her car had been hit by a motorcycle, which fell, while the woman driving the silver Sentra was parallel parking.
Thank you.
Let me see all the estimates that you have.
Okay, so Allstate, I had the estimate for Allstate when the adjuster came out, because I called her insurance company, and then I had the estimate from my body shop, or from the body shop that I went to.
What happened with the adjuster? She has insurance. She was insured.
Yeah, so what happened was, and you'll also...
Well, first what happens, because she's supposedly going to pay out of pocket. What happens?
So what happens is I go to the body shop, I call her before I go, and she's all with it. She's like, okay. I said, I have an appointment.
She's all with it if it's $100.
She's yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going June 27th is the day I have the appointment. So now when I get there...
Did you tell her you'd pay for it?
I did not say I will pay, but I did say I am very sorry for what happened.
According to her, and this is why the police don't even write a report, you say over and over, I'll pay.
I even did not see the police, okay? The police stopped by, asked us what happened, and he
How did you not see the police? Were your eyes closed when they asked you what happened?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Would you? Somebody begs you, oh, please don't file a police report. I promise to pay. Would you do it?
No,
Why?
because it happened to me, and you know, I said yes, and he went away.
So you didn't get paid?
Never called her back.
I didn't see that one coming. What do you think?
No,
Why?
because it happened to me and I'd rather have them get punishment for it.
Wait a minute, it did happen to you?
They hit me.
And?
I want them to get punishment.
So it's about punishment. Is it really about punishment or payment?
No, it's about payment. Their liability. Why should you take their liability from them?
And they may be lying.
They may be lying.
Going inside the courtroom.
The police originally, she called and never show up.
Right.
Okay? And then there was a police in the street. We just grabbed them, and he came over. So he asked us, where is the motorcycle rider? Then we said, we don't know. Where did he go?
No,
Okay.
the motorcycle said, I have no damage to my car. My motorcycle, is it okay if I go? I said, okay. I said, okay, if there's no damage to you.
So didn't you just show your pictures to the officer?
Yeah, I showed it to him through the phone, but because she kept on saying, I don't want to go through insurance, I'm going to pay for it, the officer said, well, that's it.
Okay, and then and yet, this is so mystifying. When you actually call her and you tell her it's $1,300, she says what?
Well, so I actually asked, which you'll see, the body shop wrote a letter as well. I said, can you please do me a favor? Because I really feel bad. I felt so bad. Can you explain to her? Because I feel bad telling this woman it's going to be over $1,300. So he gets on the phone with her, and you know what she says? I can only give you $400. I said, and then that's when he says to her, $400, that's not what it is. She goes, well, I'm unemployed. I said, well, so is everybody else. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to
Not a payment plan, not I can give you $400 this month, $400 next month.
I only have $400. I'm unemployed. And my body shop also notarized it and wrote a letter to you.
So then what do?
I call Allstate immediately.
All
I have
right.
Allstate
So now
go on
you
the
call
plan.
Allstate comes out, they have an adjuster, adjust it. That adjuster says it's $1116.79.
Yeah, that's
right?
what he
So
put
it can
in.
be done at that shop. It can be done for $1116.
I'm sure.
I mean,
listen,
the blue
I
book
don't
value of your car is like $3,000.
Right, I'll go with the lower amount. I don't care, just as long as it gets
So
fixed, you
and
know.
then what happens though? Allstate denies the claim.
Yeah. Okay. So now I speak with this woman. Her name is Marissa, and she proceeds to tell me that Isabel said the only reason why she admitted to it is because she was afraid for her life that these children that you see in the picture bullied her into admitting to hitting the car.
That she got bullied into admitting it?
And you will see the young children in the back. They're like 17. They're the sweetest little kids ever. Come on. Nobody bullied her.
Did you tell Allstate you got bullied into admitting that you hit the car?
And I could give you the woman's name.
Did you tell Allstate that you got bullied into admitting?
No, never. The Allstate called me, asked me, did you hit the motorcycle or not? I said I did not, okay? And I also drove my car to the Allstate. Then Allstate told me you have nothing to do with it, okay?
Okay, well, guess what? I'm gonna tell you something a little different.
Thank you.
Okay? I find that I do not believe you at all. In fact, I'm a little upset because I wouldn't believe you if your tongue came notarized. I think that what happened is that you hit it. I think these kids told you hit it. I think that you were in a rush and you got your business to go. I think if she would have told you it was $400, you would have paid it. I don't think anybody's gonna pay $400 if they didn't hit it. I don't think anybody bullied you into admitting that you hit it. I think you hit it, and I think you're an opportunist, and now you would like her to eat her damages. And it's not gonna happen here today. I think you need to be more careful and make sure that you can see what you're backing into. And if you can't, don't drive. All right? I'm finding in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of the $1,116.79, plus, of course, your court costs.
Thank you.
Well, obviously, during that case, somebody was not telling the truth. Come on in here. The judge rules in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant right here, what's your reaction to what the judge just had to say?
I still want to say I did not hit the motorcycle. That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Why did you take her and buy her iced coffee? Why? Why'd you do that?
Oh, it's because I did see that the damage on her hood. I thought, oh gosh, how come a motorcycle, do this to her?
So you were
I
just
feel
being a
very
nice
sorry.
person and taking
Yes.
her out for iced coffee?
Right. And then I also don't want to stuck there for a few minutes, so many hours,
So what's your husband going to say when he sees this, that you were found guilty of this?
He's not going to say anything. That's my business, right?
Okay. All right,
Okay.
right around the corner, right this way, okay? All right, so come on in here. Wow. What do you make of this?
I'm very happy. That's what I make of it.
Hmm?
She did the damn. I knew she was gonna put herself in a hole.
You
with
did.
That. Oh yeah.
You did. Now,
Absolutely.
So she just came right into court here and just completely. That
I knew
nice
she was-
lady is just making this whole thing
I know.
up.
I felt so bad
How
for
do
her.
you still feel bad?
Absolutely not. She got exactly what she deserved in there.
All right, Harvey.
Yep.
You know the old joke when somebody says, trust me, I'll pay? That joke is what you should think of when somebody says that to you after a car accident. Do not trust them. You don't know them. You don't know if they're up to no good. File a police report and file with the insurance company. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his perfect bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
This is the plaintiff, Keisha Harper. She says the defendant was like a brother to her, and she still finds it hard to believe he's stiffing her on money he owes. It's It's gotten so bad between them, he told her if she texted him one more time for the money, he was going to send someone over to beat her up. Beat her up? That's real mature. She's suing for $1,000, the amount owed plus pain and suffering. This is the defendant, Mark Gadsden. He says this is all wrong because he doesn't owe the plaintiff anything. The girl's just jealous. He has a girlfriend, and he thinks the plaintiff has a thing for him. She's acting like a child. He'll have none of it, and most importantly, owes her Zippo. He's accused of turning an old friend into an enemy.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Takesha Harper?
Yes.
Okay, you are suing Mark Gadsden for $1,000. $200 you say he owes you, and $800 because you're mad he owes you it in pain and suffering. What's going on?
Well, I was moving from the Bronx to Manhattan, and I couldn't fit 2 TVs in my new home. So I asked him if he wanted to buy the TV off of me.
How'd you know him?
I know him since I was a kid. We grew up together. And he agreed to buy the TV for $500.
Okay, and what kind of TV was this?
It was a 56-inch TV, and he offered to buy it.
Okay,
He
for
made
$500?
Yes.
And it was how old?
A year old.
Okay, so you bought the TV?
Yes, ma'am.
And you paid how much?
$300.
Okay, and was the purchase price $500?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess we both know why we're here. And so what happened? Why didn't you finish paying?
The temp agency I worked for at the time was not, the contract didn't renew with the state, so I was laid off.
Okay.
In which I wasn't able to play.
And that happened when?
July 31st.
Of what year?
2012.
Okay. And did you call her and tell her that and try
Yes.
to? All right. And according to you, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
What efforts did you make to pay her on a payment plan to finish up the amount? You know, what did you say? How did you handle your problem? You have a problem. You have a debt. The debt is due, and you didn't pay it. How did you handle your problem?
Well, I kept in contact with her, let her know at this time I wasn't able to pay. My mother even tried to, step in and say, you know what? When my money come through, I'll be able to give it to you.
Okay.
And little did she know, my mother's up in age, so by the time it came around, her money was looking, like she couldn't help.
Okay.
So she tried to let her know that, and
Meanwhile, you're still watching the TV?
No, not actually, because I put the TV in the living room. I don't use it.
Okay.
But
So you didn't even need the TV you can't afford.
so
She's right.
What does that mean?
I let her know, and she also let her know. She still became, upset. She started being agitated, start calling me, calling my mother, using profanity. So I just told her, look, I don't like the way you do business, so I'd rather you just
Oh, she doesn't like the way you do business either.
go through that way, go through with your mother, and that way we can just handle it like that.
Handle it like what? Court?
No,
I did
handle the
court.
payments through that way.
Through which way? I'm sorry.
Her mother.
Her mother. Okay.
Yes.
And who's your mother?
That didn't even go like that.
That didn't even go like that.
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
I tried to compromise with him. He didn't want to compromise. He cursed me out. He threatened me. He told me he was going to get me beat up. Yes. He had people
He
kick
owes
my
you
door.
$200 and he was going to get you beat up?
Yes.
Because
And that's
what?
not
What was
fair
he
to
mad
me.
at?
So if somebody just harasses you incessantly and just annoys you to repay a loan, at a point, can you say, I'm not paying them back?
I would pay them back. It's my responsibility.
But would you have a defense not to if they really harassed you?
No, I wouldn't have it any.
What do you think, ma'am?
I would say harassment, but if you did owe him the money, you should pay him back the money.
Fair enough. You get the last word.
No, you got to pay him, but, you got to calm down at the same time.
You got to calm down. But the question is calming down a defense going inside the courtroom?
He's mad because he don't want to pay me.
Right,
Just
but he's
because
mad
I
that you
guess
keep
we
calling, you
friends,
mean?
I don't know. That's not fair to me. He already know my situation, that
Okay.
I need the money.
Did you folks end up fighting or anything?
No.
Okay, but
No.
according to you, he sent
I
his
just
nephews
went
to your
the-
place?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
He had his nephew kick my door in.
How do you know that?
Because I know the nephew. I just looked through the peephole.
And he kicked your door in and did what?
He just was kicking it, nothing bad.
Did he?
And he left.
Did he do any damage?
No, just a little dent.
Okay. And did you call him and say, why'd you send your nephew
Yes.
to...
And he
And
just sent me to voicemail. He never answered the phone. He just don't want to talk. And I just got tired. I needed help. And I came here. to get help.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you help.
Thank you.
You came to the right place.
Thank you.
What is your defense? She's annoying?
Yes. Yes.
How do you think that's gonna go for you? That's a little bit like saying, oh, the bank, I'm not gonna pay them, Judge, because the bank just keeps calling and calling and sending bills and threatening to collect and...
It's one thing if it's like how you saying, ma'am, then I have no right to be angry. But it's another when you come kicking at my mother's door, she has to call police. It's another when you threaten to have people break my legs. It's
How
another...
did she threaten to have people break your legs?
It's on a voicemail.
It's on what voicemail?
Mine.
Play it.
And I have some stuff for you, too.
Something, because I know you get your check today. So I know all the business. I even know what you got locked up for. I know what you got out for. I know all your business. So I don't know why you keep playing me like I'm some type of dumb. I'm not dumb. I might look dumb on my face, but I'm very smart.
And there's more.
What's the part about breaking your legs?
There's so much more.
Right here, I have all of that right here for you.
Where you said you break his legs?
Yes.
Oh, you did say you break his legs? Play the one where she says that she break your legs. Oh, no, I thought that it was actual screenshots of conversations. I can't trust that. I can't just have somebody type it up.
I have my phone, if anything.
Yeah, let me see that. But he's talking about messages that you left on his phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, seriously, you don't have a lot of work to do in this case. It's like the one thing you didn't think I'd ask you to play the stuff. I mean,
actually, that wasn't the problem. My phone was died, so I had to charge it.
Wait a
so now I
second.
gotta
Your
go
phone
back.
was dying.
My phone, it died. So
Your
I had
phone died. And were you on your phone?
No, I was just, showing the people.
He was
the text.
calling me the whole time.
Were you playing on your phone? How's your phone die when the one piece of evidence you have is your phone? Like, how do you not come here with a full charge?
It was. Just always.
That's because he was calling me while we was waiting to see you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, let me see.
I have that, too.
Let me see.
I went in the bathroom. My
Look,
phone was in my
you called that
pocket. It's a
350.
touchscreen phone.
Oh, you butt dialed her.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Of all the people to
In
butt
the
dial?
pocket.
Yes, and I texted
And you know how that's always
him and told
happening,
him to leave me
right,
alone.
Douglas? Where the defendant butt dials a plaintiff of all people,
yeah, by mistake.
right? Yeah.
You in the ground with your drop pants off. Give me my money. I'm
Oh my God! Just turn it off. You know what's
offered to give
funny?
it
You
back.
actually he actually butt dialed you some other time because I see it in your voicemail.
Thank you. I saved all of that for you.
That's pretty funny. All right. First of all, here, take the phone. You seem to be under some misimpression that if somebody harasses you to pay and do your job and what you had agreed to do and what you have a legal obligation to do, that somehow that means you can erase your own legal obligation. I don't know where you learned that, but that doesn't happen in this universe, okay? But you seem to be under the impression that when you're owed X, you can make it 5 times X by telling me how pissed off you are and how much pain and suffering you went through to get you. And of course, that is also not true.
Okay.
So you are entitled to a judgment in the amount of the remaining $200
Thank you.
plus your court cost to file this case. And I am ordering you to pay that. That's my judgment.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Well, the defendant's leaving the courtroom right now. Come on over here. Tell me, the judge has ruled. You heard a rule for the plaintiff here.
Yeah.
Which means what to you?
It's fair.
It is fair?
Yeah.
Well, how come you had to force it into court like that then? if
It's fair for the 200.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Okay.
1,000.
All right, understood there. Wait, one sec. This friendship goes back a long way between you and her, right?
It's money. Money's not that serious.
Right, so what's the nature of the friendship at this point? What's the state of it? your
In
mind?
time, you'll see. In time.
Okay. What about you? Well, you satisfied with what you got on the? Good,
I'm
thank you.
happy now
Yeah, how come?
because I get my judgment.
That's
But
enough?
the friendship is done. It's
Really?
done, yes.
That's an
because
old-
there's no respect in the friendship. That was just disrespect.
Well, how did that happen all of a sudden after such a long friendship? What changed? Why
It's
did he
him.
do that to you?
I don't know, but I'm glad I came here to get judgment, and I'm happy.
You'd rather
now.
have the money than the
Yes,
friendship?
Yes, and I'm gonna change my number and just leave it alone.
Okay, Harvey, it's yours.
Okay, you know, the bottom line here, that if you owe money, it doesn't matter if they harass you, if they do anything to you. You may have a separate claim against them for harassment, but if you owe the money, you owe the money. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This is the plaintiff, Elias Samas. He says he's a certified graphologist and also an expert handwriting analyst who authenticates signatures. The defendant was going through a divorce and hired him to prove a document was indeed signed by his wife. The defendant promised payment once his divorce was settled. It's been settled for some time now, and he wants the hard-earned $1,500 he's owed. This is the defendant, Spiro Xenopoulos. He says the plaintiff did in fact prove a signature was his former wife's, but the court rejected it. Then he was supposed to testify in court, but didn't. And now, all these years later, he's demanding payment? Ha! He's accused of being a phony.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Elias Samas.
That's me.
You are suing Spiro Xenopoulos
Correct.
for $1,500 in fees that you say he owes you for testimony and expert work that you provided many moons ago, 10 years ago, on a case for him. Tell me what's going on.
Mr. Xenopoulos called me and he asked me to testify and identify certain signatures.
Okay, and what is your expertise?
I am a certified graphoanalyst.
Graphoanalyst. You are what the rest of us call a handwriting expert?
Yes.
Okay.
And I am a psychologist.
And you are also a psychologist?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you still practicing?
Little bit.
Okay. So he calls you and he asks you to do this work.
Yeah.
And this was 10 years ago?
10 years ago.
Okay.
I sent him letters and I visited him at his home, but he never paid anything.
Why did you wait so long to file a lawsuit? Okay, that's it?
I have no explanation.
Sometimes that's the best answer because it's the honest answer. What is going on? You were having a divorce.
Yeah, I was in a divorce case.
Okay.
And my lovely ex-wife denied some signatures.
Signatures on what?
And some financial papers.
From where?
From property and overseas.
Properties overseas?
Yeah.
So she was denying she had signed something?
Yeah.
All right. And so you needed to hire a handwriting expert?
Yeah.
All right. And how did you pick him?
I see it in the newspaper.
What did it say in the newspaper that made you attractive?
Graphology and Greek language, because he's Greek too.
Okay.
So, and I go and I see him at his office. I have some letters from my ex-wife. So he put it together and say, yes, it's the same person. I asked to give me some report for the court. So I remember, if I remember well, because it's 10 years ago, I think I paid him $1,000.
Now, your recollection is he didn't pay you at all?
I don't remember to have received anything.
Anything at all from him?
I thought, and I did not charge him for the court appearance, which is $2,500.
Okay, because you went to court, and as it turns out, the judge did not take his testimony.
Denied the report he gave me.
Why? Why did the judge not accept the report as evidence?
Because the case was in trial, and that don't reported evidence from before. That's what I understand.
The judge thought it wasn't relevant.
Yeah, and then I go again and I ask him to come to court, and he said he asked me to pay him $1,500 for the.
So you think that the $1,500 that he's suing you for is for a court appearance?
Yes.
That you agree he made, but then the judge didn't let him testify?
Yes.
So you think he shouldn't pay anything for that? Even though he's there for a couple of hours or whatever?
Excuse me, Your Honor. After a while, he called me, and I said to him, look, you came in a court, but you don't did nothing for me. You don't testify.
Right, but if he's in, I'm just curious about how your reasoning goes. If he's sitting in court for you for a couple of hours and through no fault of his own, the court won't accept his testimony, then why would you think that people shouldn't get paid?
No, I asked him to do something on the money we agree. Because, anyway.
I don't know what that means. Meaning that you didn't want to pay him for being in court.
To cut from $1,500 to cut something. He agreed. Also, he called my...
And then what? What was it cut to?
No, nothing. He don't...
He agreed.
He say he gonna think. And after that, after 10 years...
Oh, then the next... He took him 10 years to think.
Yeah.
And then the next time you hear... So he says he was sending you letters. That's not true according to you?
No.
Did you ever have any conversations with him during the course of these 10 years telling him, oh, don't worry, I'll pay?
I sent a certified letter and another letter.
When did you send those?
I have the...
May I see them? How long have you been a handwriting expert?
Over 30 years.
Okay. And as I understand from your complaint, you worked on some pretty high-profile cases.
Yeah, Son of Sam.
You worked on Son of Sam?
Yeah.
What did you do on Son of Sam?
He used to send letters to Breslin at the Daily News. And I had a pretty accurate personality profile. He was psychotic. He was preoccupied with the religious issues. And what was interesting is when one of my patients had the same handwriting, I got scared. I asked his parents to go visit them and see the environment. I went there, and he had the same symbols over the tree, on the bed, on the walls. I got very scared. Next day, they put the sketch of Son of Sam, and my patient looked like him. But the next day, they caught the real Son of Sam.
Oh, and it wasn't your patient?
So I didn't.
Oh, good. Okay. Now, were you actually...
And Jean-Benet Ramsey.
JonBenet Ramsey?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you do on the JonBenet Ramsey case?
I had an extensive examination and comparison because there was a ransom on the little girl bed.
Right. A ransom note.
And that handwriting matched the guy who was charged for that. But they let him go. I don't know why.
I read an article that you submitted for my consideration that's about you, and it sounds like in your practice throughout those years, you did more than just compare handwritings. According to you, you can actually tell a psychological profile of somebody based on the handwriting.
Yeah.
How do you do that? I mean, because, you know, I'm sort of skeptical. That's why I want you to tell me how you do.
By looking at the letter formation of the handwriting and the signature. Okay. And then there is something else we do called emotionality. I identify the person as withdrawn, aggressive, good judgment, sympathetic, etc. When I receive cards on Christmas, I don't read the content of the cards. I look at the handwriting and see how they are doing.
And you feel like you can tell how they're doing based on the handwriting?
Yeah. I can do your handwriting.
You want to do my handwriting? I don't know. Things are going pretty good. I don't really want anybody to... I don't want anybody to tell me I got problems I don't know about. What do you want me to write? Bear with me.
Write one line and sign it the way you sign a check.
Just write anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is 10 years too long to wait to file a lawsuit?
Yes.
Why?
He should have done it right when it happened, not wait so long.
Why is it too long to wait?
Simply, there's a statute of limitations. I don't know what it is in this case.
But is it an issue of fairness?
It's really an issue of unreasonable waiting for too long.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
You are not sensitive to criticism, which is good. You have a lot of pride, which is good. And you are talkative. You have to be. You are not secretive. And you are analytical. And you select your friends. You don't associate with anyone. You are very selective in your relationships. And you use the language gracefully, not the slang language.
Well, you either are very good at what you do or you watch my show. All right. Well, that was fun, but we have a problem. And just let me tell you what the problem is. Did you ever go back to the lawyer to find out, to get any records or anything, to figure out what was paid and what wasn't?
I called and he said to me, after so many years...
What was the so many? Did he tell you?
He told me, you know, the limitation 6 years.
6 years. It's 6 years. And you know why? The lawyer throws out Everything after 6
You
years?
say I have in storage, but it's...
All right, I'm going to tell you. You don't have to tell me. All right? Because there's something called a statute of limitations in the law. And what it says is, with very few exceptions, like first-degree murder is an exception, but with very few exceptions, we do not allow people to bring lawsuits or criminal charges after a certain amount of time. Why? Because witnesses' memories fade, people are entitled to throw out stuff after a certain amount of time, and the statute of limitations for what you are saying occurred is 6 years, and we're 10 years out. And that's a problem for you, because if it's 10 years old, it's almost double the 6 years. You can't bring a lawsuit for that now. You would have had to bring it within the 6 years. Now, so we put to a side whether you got paid $1,000 and it was $1,500 more, or whether you got paid $0 and you think that you don't have to pay people just because they don't end up testifying, which you're wrong on. The answer is you can't even go forward with the lawsuit if it's been more than 6 years, and by your admission, it has. It's been 10. So that analytical mind that we were talking about forces me to abide by the law and rule in favor of the defendant in this case. Good luck.
And so the judge rules in favor of the defendant because of the statute of limitations. Step in here a little closer to me and tell me, you didn't know that before you came in?
I didn't know that.
10 years, you didn't know that 10 years was much too long to
Send
sue?
him letters and he didn't answer.
Yeah.
What I'm supposed to do?
Well, I don't know. The law says you can't sue after 6, so what are you supposed to do? You done? All right, so right down this way. Right there. All right. Right there.
That's yours.
All right, so come on in here and tell me, why didn't you pay the guy?
No, I don't deny to pay. Because, I was after the trial, long divorce, like Greek fat divorce,
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
And
but why didn't you pay him?
I asked him. He called me, and I asked him to reduce because he came to the court, but he don't testify. Say, do something, just for your time. He say, okay, and okay is after today.
Harvey?
The statute of limitations that we've been talking about varies from state to state. So you should either check online or check with a lawyer if you're in a dispute and you want to know how long you have to file a lawsuit.